Hey guys, George here, and what I'd like to bring to you today is another second front video of one of my favorite scenarios. It's German versus the Russians. I believe it's 1943, but we'll uh, look at the description of the game. The scenario I believe is called the Blitz, but we'll confirm that in a jiffy. I just have second front executing on my computer, on my humble little computer. Core i5 Intel processor and all that jazz. HD webcam, 15-inch monitor, spill resistant keyboard. I haven't spilled any drinks on my keyboard lately. And here it comes, it's loading. I'm sure you'll enjoy this video just like you did the last one. I'm not sure though for how long I can record. So German versus Russia. I believe the scenario is here. The Blitz, yeah, difficulty doesn't say sorry, difficulty it is. Let's go and click on play. Here it is, August 8, 1943, the Blitz. On August 3rd, 1943, the Soviet Voronezh and Steppe Front launched a massive attack towards Belgorod, which is not too far from Ukraine. Belgorod has been in the news lately. The German front was shattered. By August 6th, the Russians had reached Bogodukov, sending the headquarters of the 4th Panzer Army fleeing the town. 2 days later, elements of the 3rd Panzer Division counterattacked the advance guard of the 5th Guard Army at Oshani, between Bogodukov and Kharkov. All right, let's get into the scenario. As you can see before, I've completed it successfully. Here we are at Oshani, Russia, August 3rd, 1943. Summertime. All right, so before you do anything, what you need to do is look at the map, a big overview of the map, and I might as well warn everybody at this point in time that I like to do this to the map. Turn, turn, turn. 'Tis the season, turn, 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 for every season, turn, turn, turn. And if you get nauseous with this type of stuff, then this is not the video for you. Switch channels, go somewhere else. But what's important to note is that you're getting reinforcements. Turn 2 and 3, and turn 2 is important. And the other reinforcement that is important to note is here. This is turn 3 as well, but on turn 3, the Russians also get reinforcements in terms of armor. Nothing there, okay. Now, the other thing that's important to note is that in order to win, you need to occupy the building in the center and the building back here all the way towards the rear. And all along this path, there are hidden AT guns. And you're kind of spread over a long front. And basically speaking, what you need to understand is that in order to win, you got to get to this objective. So I've played this scenario a couple of times, more than a couple of times actually, and what do I have to say for it? It's pretty tough to win, and if you don't plan ahead properly, you probably will end up losing. So the first thing that I need to do is really be careful about my advance and try to position troops in such a way that my advance will be flawless. You have to be careful how you advance. Because you will be ambushed. Now, that's an example of not advancing properly by not selecting the proper unit. I wonder if I can move my my head up. A video. Hold on a sec. Let's see on my end. There you go. Magic. Now, what else I'd like to do is position my sniper in a position where he can really wreak havoc on the Soviet player. I'm afraid that if I go too quickly, too fast, I might end up getting killed. There he goes. This was a very surgical move on my part. Very good. Okay. And like I said before, uh, let's not rush it. So we won't. And what I'm doing here is I'm positioning my troops in such a fashion that um, they'll advance methodically without getting ambushed. Okay, good. All right. So next is what are we going to do with my armor? And my armor will simply position itself like so here to ward off an attack or a counter attack. Shoot there. And this other fellow here will position himself in such a manner that he can attack in both directions, and I'm going to button up. Um, so here we are. And in both directions, I mean this unit here and those units there. And I'm going to start by peppering them. I can use the AA gun and the main armament in two different directions. Now, the other thing that is important to note is that this AT gun here is powerful. There may be a hidden unit or two here and there, and this is probably a heavy. And you don't want to mess with a heavy. Um, yeah. So, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to advance the units with Panzerschrecks as far up as possible to ward off the Russian reinforcements. Okay, let's select this guy. Panzerschreck, he goes there. Oh man, it's all right. And the LMG will go here. Keep firing there. So at least try and reveal him, very minimum. Okay, I'm quite happy with the advance so far. Here, Panzerschreck. Do we risk it for the biscuit? I say yes. That's a dash. Run. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, that ain't good. So let's be more cautious. This is a 75 long barrel. So the long barrel dude can uh, take care of the heavy. That's who fired right now. Is it a heavy? Oh, it's a medium. Just as deadly, just the same. Thwart those guys. I'm lucky it wasn't an outright kill. Okay, very well done. So far, so good. And I do need a cautious advance, but I need an advance in the right direction. In the right direction, I mean those two uh, victory points: the factory in the middle, and the stone building towards the rear. They're trying to take out my tanks with ATRs. Can you blame them? Okay, this fellow routed. We're just going to advance into that hex with the Stug. There's a Stugger. We're going to advance in there and try and take out that unit with the medium. It's here. And advance those guys here. Second floor. There you go. A little height advantage there. Here we're going to advance. And now I don't regret bringing the other unit that doesn't have a Panzerschreck with them, because they're going to try and take out an anti-tank gun that's here in close combat. The reason why I moved my picture up in the upper left-hand corner is because you can see here if units have rallied or failed. I've been meaning to do that for quite some time now. I only have one recovery to do, and that was that fellow with the Panzerschreck that's now a half squad. Usually, AI is quite good in this game, but at times it does the most unusual things, like what it did now. Well, it looks like the MMG failed to do its job. Those units, those infantry units, just out in the open. I don't know where it got that from. Maybe it's trying to ambush me with an ATR. The unit that is denoted with a yellow triangle here, that's a flamethrower. It's very deadly. Well, there's an ATR there. If you want to zoom in, there's an ATR there, a heavy there. So if I advance too close to an ATR, I'm going to be I'm going to be um, toast. So let's take our defensive fire phase. We'll fire here. If we can get any other choice, we'll fire there. All ineffective. We have this, and we'll just fire across to here, there, there. Oh, tried to take out that flamethrower. It didn't work. Okay, now we're going to mantle our machine guns here. They're already mantled. And guess what? We're under concealment. But all right, let's see if we can do something here. Should we fire smoke? I say why not? Sometimes smoke is more effective than the main armament. There you go. Now we're going to fire these boys. Mm, we missed. Okay, I think we fired all the units we could fire. And the question is, what are these guys in the middle of the road going to do? By firing smoke in the hex the where the MMG is, I greatly hindered some of his defense. Oh well, look at that. Who popped up? So they're positioned themselves in a way where they have an angle of attack. I have to be wary about other AT weapons. Um, yeah, so that's all right. Now I got myself a strategy in play. New reinforcements have arrived. Do not forget about those reinforcements. Let's see what happens here. wonder why that happened. We'll try and wipe them out this way. They moved out. Okay, and this tank will just pivot and move here. We'll fire our main armament there. Yeah, wish we buttoned up. Trying to take out that MMG. Haha! Succeeded. Don't fire broken units because they can resurrect. PSK. The day. We will advance like so. Now here we got to be really careful. Or it takes us out. Hey, we did it! That was a lucky shot. That was really lucky. Did it. Woo! Staying in motion. There's my son playing his guitar. Distortion pedal is all happy. Oh. Now what? Oh. That's what. Let's see what we got here. Remember, I was under an AT attack right there, ATR attack right there. So we're gonna try and go. First, stay in motion. I think there was a leader there, and another. This is not a bad move because right now this fellow's in trouble. Lieutenant Hoffman, he comes in last. We move this fellow, this fellow. There's more reinforcements there next turn. We moved all these tanks. Now watch this. You want to right click and click on all. That's passengers and the AA gun. Fire. Let's just do the AA gun. Just given the fact that we moved so long, it doesn't let us take an opportunity fire. Here we go. Really scared about the leading tank there. His crew exposed. What can you do? Those Soviet anti-tank rifles. Let's see, 21 minutes. We'll keep it 30 to 45 minutes. Reminds me of a song. Blitz, Blitz, Ballroom, Blitz. Come on, boys. Into the woods he goes. Into the woods you go. And these fellows are going to go into cover. Look at that. What's he doing dancing and prancing around? He had too much peach snaps. Let's move this guy over here. This fellow's okay. Alright, let's go to the Russian player turn and we'll find out the fate of this. Oh, he buttoned up. That's pretty good. Not too scared about the ATRs. If I get a critical hit on those squads in here, I'll be a lucky sucker. But already that AT gun being annihilated was pretty good for the German side. Still stunned. Come on. Recovery. Afford to lose this tank. That's not what I wanted. But anywho. One ricochet after the other. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got there. In terms of targets, we want to hit the HMG or the ATR. Let's hit these folks first. This guy can't fire at anybody. He can have a field day with these guys. Alright. Wasn't too effective. That's just a lone sniper, but we can still take him out and try to. Now what we're going to do is take the tanks with the short barrel, bring them up, long barrel, keep them nice and far away from those nasty ATR guns. I think I'll keep it to 30 minutes. I've already given you some pretty good insider tips as to how to win the scenario and win it well. Um, the other tip is carefully advance the AT guns, no, the half trucks that enter here on turn 3 to the backside of this building. But you need to be careful because there are a couple of AT guns hiding around. So definitely advance um, the half track without the leader first and then the leader second. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Forget your reinforcements, but here we're going to be doing this. Peppering them, peppering them. Now slowly and carefully bring up my units. We're going to bring them up through here. But we can't, because this guy has that thing there. There's a line of sight there. But there is a tank in the way. I didn't use smoke. Don't do that. Come here. Stop. Smoke. That's good. Let's blast these guys. Hmm. They survived all that gunfire. Oh no. This fellow has a purpose. And so does he. Ward off the reinforcements from the Russian reinforcements if possible. Or what shall we do? Very bad. Very, very bad. We're kind of lucky there. Button up. Bit of a risky move there. There's an AT gun there. And well, if he's taking so much risk, we might as well do some more. Let's see how this transpires. 31 minutes into the video. No. Let's move this way. And fire. Well. We're getting crest line, so he can't see us. Here we can fire there. His usual target. Nothing much there. What do we got here? Let's see where we can fire. Oh, fire there. Right, let's see if we can sneak some folks around the back end. I'm in motion. We don't have any more Panzerschrecks. Mediums. Lots of medium machine guns here. Keep everybody in motion so they can be less of a target. Okay, brought those guys in flawlessly. Okay. Go all the way to the other end of the map where we have a couple of units coming in. What we're going to do here is put this fellow here, fellow here. And the following turn, you're going to move the hero and the flamethrower before you the 2-star leader. So they can draw fire and not the leader. The leader is very valuable asset. So what are we going to do is now, let's see how this transpires. It's either going to be brilliant or a big disaster. Kind of lucky. But AT gun that was firing the half-track and the victory objective just got mouthed. Oh, we got a couple of brokies here. But the Russians are not out of the woods yet. Oh, rats, we just got one unit. Oh, that was not a brilliant move. The stack didn't kill them, but a single squad did. Good thing is we got a crew out of it. We got a crew out of it. Okay, let's see what we're going to do now. Escape phase is done. These guys are going to be rallied. They're going to push into that objective whether the Russian player likes it or not. And by push, I mean, here we go. Push this guy in the rear. Let's push this fellow. We can mount it and go into close combat. Push these fellows up. Push this fellow up. Well, it's great. That's guys great. These guys are great. And push these fellows up. Push them up. Everybody else is good. Yep, okay. We have a close combat there. And we stayed in close combat. Those half-tracks still have their anti-aircraft gun, so they can continue peppering that objective and try and take it as early as possible. It was not a complete disaster. I did lose a leader, I did lose a squad or two, but it was not a complete disaster. And I did manage to mount that AT gun, which means there's one less opponent I have to worry about for my armor. Guys, it's 37 minutes into the video. After this phase, no, actually after this Russian player turn, I will cut the video and do a part 2, which would probably be the conclusion. That's funny. The AT gun is trying to take out a sniper. Uh-oh. That makes no sense. The closest squads escaped unscathed, and everybody else is in a jam. There's a KV-2, big elephant in the room. And look where he's firing. That's why I moved my Panzerschrecks way up. It's to take out those guys or pose a threat to them. Well, let's see what we can do here. See this tank here? Oh, he's buttoned up. Now he will be unbuttoned up. Take the AA gun, fire. And that's a flamethrower. You want to take it out. Fire in the usual suspect. Fire there. Fire here. Amazing that these guys survived. So at the end of this phase, what I'm going to do is end the video for now and continue for part 2. Okay, so I fired everybody I could fire. somebody surrendered. But we're still locked in close combat down there. We're gonna keep peppering at that building until we get what we want to get. Well, it was a high risk maneuver, but risk has its rewards, and so does caution. Oh, that sucks. They just moved into close combat with the lonely half squad. Let's see what's going to happen. It was devastating for the Russians as well as for me. So now we have an opportunity to move in there and really take a bite out of them. Wow. Guys, I'm going to end it here, but take a look at this victory location right here. We have a half squad in close combat with a full squad and a Russian hero. We have a full squad that is trying to fend off the attack. We have an MMG with full squad in close combat with a uh, enemy half squad. This guy is going to be taken out, and we're going to try and take out this guy with the MMG, or maybe this fellow. We'll see what happens, and then we can probably try and get somebody occupy that building, which would be great if we could do that. This guy moves back up. He's trying to get the HMG, but he's not going to make it. And these folks are going to attack towards the rear, right here. So that's what's going to happen. I hope to continue soon. So this is part one, guys. Stay tuned for part two. Take care.